Transcendent Confidence. How to be confident even when you feel like a failure, by Samantha Lord. Introduction. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt. We've all heard the expression, confidence is everything. Maybe you rolled your eyes and thought, that can't be true. After all, aren't expertise and competence just as important? But here is the truth. As significant as expertise and competence are, confidence is even more so. Confidence really is everything. I learned that the hard way. I was far too idealistic in my 20s, alarmingly so. It makes me sad when I think about how much I believed that hard work and learning are always eventually rewarded, even if you lack the confidence to be assertive. Sadly, it isn't. Some of us hit the jackpot when it comes to a large and truly supportive network of family and friends. I'm happy if you're lucky enough to have that. But life is complicated and things can be disastrously misaligned, and unfortunately that happened in my life. If you feel like a failure, you're probably not getting enough of the right kind of support from the people around you and society as a whole. Here's what you need to remember. The more isolated and marginalized you are, the more you absolutely must believe in yourself. Be kind to yourself and practice self-care. This will build your confidence, and confidence is an essential part of that equation if you want to live your best possible life. Let me reiterate, you've got to believe in yourself if you want success, no matter how hard you work. But if you feel like you failed at something, feeling confident can seem impossible. Maybe you're punishing yourself, thinking that you don't deserve to be confident. Reject that thought. If you don't, you won't be confident and you'll be held back from success. That is why I put together this book of mindset shifts to develop confidence that lasts even when you feel like a failure. Transcendent Confidence. Failure is an illusion. It's subjective. And as we learned from Eleanor Roosevelt earlier, no one can make you feel inferior about anything unless you let them. Remember, something considered a failure today might be seen otherwise in 50 years. It's not your fault if you're ahead of your time. Don't punish yourself for having an experience that people right now see negatively. And of course, every failure or disappointment is a learning experience. But you won't get everything you can out of that if you don't grow your confidence. Just a note as we move forward, you'll find that I don't talk about my life and experiences as much as some other authors. That is certainly not because I don't want to share it with you. It's because I want to avoid re-traumatizing myself. I'm still processing and dealing with many things. At the moment, I feel that delving too deeply into certain things, like I would have to in order to write about them, would harm my well-being. But everyone is different. You might feel differently about how you share your own experiences, and that is okay. Anyway, let's dive into my answer to the question, what is confidence? What is confidence? Confidence emanates from a feeling of self-acceptance and harmony that you establish and maintain in your mind and heart. When you're confident, negative emotions like self-doubt and self-hatred cannot hurt you or hold you back. Confidence is a story you tell yourself. It's an empowering story. The older I've become, the more I've learned about the transformative power of storytelling. Keep track of the narratives you currently believe and that you find arising in your mind each day. Are they positive or negative when it comes to your self-image? Confidence grows from self-love. You can't have transcendent confidence without self-love. This is confidence that stays with you even when dealing with the most difficult emotions. Confidence is a tool. In fact, it's the most important tool you'll have in your life. Even if you have access to other advantages and opportunities, without confidence, you won't be able to use them to their full potential. I'd go so far as to say that confidence really is a kind of magic. It's transformational and can put manifestation into overdrive. Confidence is something you work on. You never stop working on your confidence. Over the course of my life, I've gone through phases where I've had excellent confidence but didn't maintain it. I inadvertently let events in my life steal it away. Make confidence building part of your daily routine. It deserves a place in your schedule just as much as anything else. Turn to this book, reread it, and read aloud or write down the affirmations at the end of every chapter too. What confidence isn't? Here are some of the things that aren't the same as confidence. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's pretty common for people to confuse confidence with arrogance, but the two things are diametrically different. In fact, a truly confident person doesn't feel the need to be arrogant. Why is confidence so important? Confidence means that you can live up to your potential and develop your gifts. You could be an incredibly talented person, but if you don't have the confidence to develop your talents and show them to the world, you won't reach your potential. What is transcendent confidence? Transcendent confidence is exactly what this book is about. Confidence that stays with you no matter what. It's confidence that persists even if you feel you have failed, and even if people around you call you a failure. This book's purpose is to help you develop transcendent confidence, confidence that you can truly depend on. Getting in touch with your inner self and spirituality, however you define it, is a big part of achieving transcendent confidence. Here are all the ways that transcendent confidence will empower you. Confidence will expand your horizons. Confidence means you'll truly understand the range of possibilities open to you. When you don't feel confident, you subconsciously and even consciously limit your ideas about opportunity. This is debilitating, as if you cannot imagine something, you cannot manifest it. You might even block it. 2. Confidence will make you see that the impossible is often possible. Have you ever wanted to do something but thought you couldn't? You may have held yourself back, and that may have played a part in why you weren't successful. Once you've read this book and transformed your mindset, you will realize that what you want to do is more than possible. You just have to start walking on the path with self-assurance and courage. Confidence will give you joy. This is perhaps one of the most wonderful parts of having transcendent confidence. It gives you a deep feeling of joy and well-being that no one can take from you. How to use this book. My goal is to make this book as easy to use and accessible as possible. It is a simple book of wisdom that I hope will transform your life. I have condensed all of my confidence-building knowledge into this collection of mindset shifts. Read this book from cover to cover and then keep it close by so that you can refer to it when needed. One thing you'll learn is that confidence comes from a finely tuned and cultivated inner life. That is why so much of my advice is based on how and what you think. Remember, thoughts affect and lead to feelings. A big mistake people make is thinking that confidence is something that is mainly about the outside. They believe that it's just about how you act in front of other people. But that is just one small part of resilient confidence and self-assurance. Confidence comes from within. It comes from choosing to think the right things about yourself and your capabilities. Confidence is a feeling that you choose to cultivate. And you must choose to believe that you deserve it. There is no other way. Thinking in a confident way takes practice. Use your mind's muscles and get into the habit of fostering confident thoughts and feelings. If you've gone through a lot of trauma in your life and people have put you down, building confidence is especially challenging. But you can make monumental changes if you use the knowledge I present here. It's time to embark on your journey to confidence even when it feels impossible. I offer several reflective writing prompts in each chapter. I recommend starting a journal where you can write down these questions and your thoughts. Also, you'll find a list of original affirmations at the end of every chapter. I encourage you to read these aloud, write them in your journal, and make them part of your self-care practice. Both these steps will play a pivotal part in helping you understand how to be confident and put your new knowledge into practice.